Wait, there's acid in coffee? Yes, there is, but there's no need to freak out. It's completely natural. Coffee contains over 1,000 chemical compounds, making it one of the most complex beverages in the world. And some of those compounds, like citric and malic acids, are what give coffee its bright, lively, fruity notes. But here's the thing. While many people enjoy the acidity of their coffee, for others it can lead to discomfort, heartburn, acid reflux, or even stomach pain. So if you love coffee, but you hate how it makes your tummy feel, don't worry. Today, we're going to explore the world of low-acid coffee, how to find the best options, and how to brew them perfectly. I'll also introduce you to one of my personal favourites, which might just be your new go-to. Stick around because later in the video, I'll share a brewing method that can cut acidity by 70%. Hi, I'm Lizzie and I'm all about helping you make better coffee at home. If you want to learn more about that, then subscribe. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Coffee, as I mentioned, naturally contains acids. These acids are responsible for giving coffee its depth and complexity. For example, citric acid provides those zesty, lemony flavours, and malic acid, the same one found in apples, adds a crisp, green, appley note. But here's the catch. While these acids add great flavour, they can cause discomfort for some, like heartburn or stomach pain. But not all coffees have the same acidity levels, meaning you can still enjoy your coffee without the burn. So, what makes a coffee low in acid? It starts with the beans. Different types of coffee beans naturally contain different levels of acidity. Arabica beans, for example, generally have lower acidity than Robusta beans. That's already a good starting point. Then we get to the roast. As coffee beans roast, the acids inside them break down, so darker roasts are often lower in acidity than light or medium roasts. Fun fact, a light roast can be up to 10 times more acidic than a dark roast. Crazy, right? You might be wondering how you can tell whether coffee is low acid. Obviously, some brands will offer low acid coffee, so it would say on the packaging, but there's also another way. Coffee grown in volcanic regions and at higher altitudes is often associated with higher acidity due to the slower bean development and the formation of complex acids. We've been working with coffee growers from places like Sumatra, Brazil, and Guatemala, where the coffee is often growing at lower altitudes, and when combined with careful roasting, we can lower the acidity, resulting in a smoother, well-balanced cup that is better for your belly. I'll put a link to a few of these coffees in the description. Also, if you want 20% off your first subscription, use the code on screen and the link in the description. These coffees offer deep, rich flavours without the sharp acidity, thanks in part to the darker roasting process, which breaks down acidic compounds like chlorogenic acid. Okay, so you've got your low acid coffee, but how can you further decrease the acidity? Well, we want to share with you an easy way that you can control the acidity of your coffee at home, regardless of the beans you use. Let's start with the brew methods that rank most to least acidic. First up, the French press. It's known for its rich, full-bodied flavour, but unfortunately it can also result in the most acidic brew. Next, drip coffee or pour over. This method tends to have moderate acidity. The grind size and the brew time allow for a balanced extraction, but it can still carry a noticeable level of acidity. Then it may surprise you, but we've got espresso. Despite its bold flavour, espresso is generally lower in acidity due to its quick extraction time. The shorter brew time, about 25 to 30 seconds, results in fewer acids being extracted from the coffee grounds. Finally, the low acid champ, cold brew. This method produces the least acidic coffee. Steeping coffee grounds in cold water results in a smoother, less acidic cup, reducing acidity by up to 70% compared to hot brews. So what if you're brewing your favourite coffee at home and it still tastes too acidic? Here are a few tips you can use to dial down the acidity. First, experiment with the grind size. A finer grind speeds up extraction, which can reduce acidity and balance the flavours. This is because a finer grind allows more compounds, including the bitter compounds, to be extracted, balancing out the sharpness from the acids, whereas a coarser grind tends to result in more acidity because it extracts more slowly, often leaving the acidic compounds more prominent, especially in shorter brew times. Then you have water temperature. Too hot, you'll extract more acid. Try brewing with water that's slightly below boiling, around 90 to 95 degrees Celsius. This can help reduce acidity without losing flavour, and that's the reason that cold brew has lowest acidity. And of course, using a naturally low acid coffee like our low acid blend makes this process even easier. You're already starting with a coffee that's gentle on your stomach, so these small tweaks can make a huge difference. Again, I'll link to our low acid collection in the description. If you want to brew the most effective low acid coffee you can, check out our cold brew guide. Just click this video here, and if you want to learn more about the difference between light and dark roast, click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.